It's happening. Another episode of the Daily Digital Drop. Today, we're going to be talking about something that if you do not do when you're setting up your website, then you may as well not even set up a website. You may as well not invest the money to do it or take the time to do it yourself, because your website will be just plain useless. You may as well build a beautiful brochure and stuff it up in your grandma's attic. I'm talking about Google Search Console. And today we're going to dive into a quick run through of what that looks like and what it involves here. So if you're watching after, if you're watching now, drop Google Search Console in the comments. That just helps the algorithm here if you find value in what we're doing. But I'm going to run you through the housekeeping here. So again, you can, in the comments of this video, wherever you're watching it, you can go sign up for where to see all the notes from all the past daily digital drops that I've done. You can head over to YouTube and find them. But basically, we're talking about Google Search Console. Now, you can click this link and it will go over to Google Search Console. You can then say Start Now, and then you're going to sign in with whatever link you want to, or whatever account you want to sign in on. And you're going to go crazy. And we're actually going to set up one here. But what is Google Search Console and why is it important? Well, you get an overview of your site. So it's actually directly in the search. So it's data directly from Google. You can use third-party tools like SEMrush and Ahrefs and Search Atlas to look at info from your site, but nothing is going to get you quite the same direct info as Google Search Console. And actually, a lot of these tools allow you to integrate Google Search Console data into their interface to help you get better data from it. So this is just my personal website, my personal brand website here that I use for podcasts and stuff. And you can see here a few things. We can go deep on Google Search Console, but basically you get to see, who's clicked on it. You can look out over, time spans. You can look out over, you can compare time zones, which is actually really cool and really interesting. So you can compare the last 3 months year over year, see how it improved. Oh, we got 4 clicks more last year than we got this year. I'm not paying a whole lot of attention to this website, just kind of using it as a thing here. But what we're really going to pay attention to here is indexing. So you must have your pages indexed on Google. Otherwise, what's going to happen is people are going to go look for your stuff online and they're just not going to be able to find it unless they go directly to typing in this URL. So we're going to go in here and we're going to go set up a new property. So in this case, I'm going to set up Faces of the Trades. We're just launching this website here and we'll get it live and sorted out. This is a podcast. If you're someone in the trades, someone in the service industry, you can come on, but I'm basically going to put this here. So this is URLs. You can do it 2 ways. You can do it through the domain and add a text record, or you can just add a small piece of HTML to your website. So you're going to grab the HTML tag. I'm just going to head right over into the editor here, and I'm going to add it in here. So in the head HTML, save changes, republish, and then it should, Google Search Console should see it. But basically you're verifying this to prove that you own the website. Otherwise, anybody could go out and verify your website and see the data from the back end. So now it's verified. You can go to the property. It's going to take some time to think about what's happening. But let's take a page on the Louis van der Valk site. And we're going to go back over there. So let's say Faces of the Trades was up. We could go in and do stuff. It's just not quite having the info populated. So I'm going to go to the Louis van der Valk site here. And I'm going to see, let's say I made some changes or I just wrote a new blog post. Let's get over here. So let's say I just wrote this new blog post and I wanted to index it. And now again, you need to make sure your pages are indexed or Google cannot see it. One way to check is to just put site : in front of it. And if this comes up and you see a result, you know that it's indexed. But you can also go back and index it if you made some changes and you want Google to come back through and crawl it. So maybe I add some info, maybe I add some stuff, some more pictures. Maybe I'm trying to SEO optimize this page. And then when I'm done, I'm going to get Google to go index that. So what you can do is you can go over into that property. So I've made sure I'm in the Louis van der Valk property. And you can say inspect any URL. You type in the specific one that you want to see. And it's going to say, okay, It's on Google, it's indexed, but then you can also request indexing. Now you can do this for every new page that you do on your website. You can also get Google to crawl your main website URL and check it out. Like let's say we're launching a new client site, we always do that to get Google to crawl it. So it runs through this process here, and then it says, awesome, it's been added to a priority queue, crawl queue. Adding it multiple times is not going to increase your odds of getting it done. So then you're going to be able to come back here in pages and see, okay, what's indexed, what's not, how's everything going? And you can see the pages that are indexed here and all of that. So that's Google Search Console. If you don't have Google Search Console set up, if you're a client of ours, we set this up for all of our clients so it can start getting data as soon as they get their website built, and then we can add you to it if you're a client. But if you've built your website or you have had someone build it for you, make sure you have access to Google Search Console and that, at the very foundation, it's actually set up so that you can go in and then, there's so much fun SEO stuff you can do too. So we're going to take it off of compare here. So we're just going to look at the last 16 months. And then if I was trying to SEO optimize this website, I can go in here and I can look at, what are the clicks mainly coming around? Obviously, my name, that's what it's ranking the most for. Some people apparently think I am spelled like that. But then you can see impressions here, right? So podcast one sheet, I've got one of those, digital marketing podcast Canada, web design podcast, all of that. You can go in and you can look at. So let's say you've had your website up, you've had it indexed for a couple, 3 months. It's been out there live. Now you can go and see, okay, what are people actually searching for? Oh, they're actually calling it this when they're searching for it. Maybe I build out a page for that. Maybe I add some of that content to my website if I want to rank higher for that. So to recap, subscribe if you're not, and if you found this useful, if you're on YouTube, and then, drop a question. I'd love more topics to do for you guys. Would love some more, things that I can bring information on. I do this stuff day in and day out, so I don't necessarily always know what's exciting to you or what you'd like to see or learn about. So appreciate you sticking around, and we'll see you on the next one.